Hey guys, we want to say thank you to our sponsor, Cut Shield, for bringing you this episode. Make sure you check them out on the link below and use the promo code for 25% off your order. Used by all 32 NHL teams and players, Cut Shield is the premier protective player clothing designed by players for players. Their innovative cut resistant clothing has prevented serious injury to numerous players, including over 30 NHL players. Cut Shield gives you the peace of mind to go out and play without worrying about injury. Use our promo code Grove City Hockey, all lowercase and no space, for an additional 25% off your order today.
Now carried it in back into goal.
That was a beautiful passing play right there, Sean.
What a save! Woo! Talk about a move.
Welcome to another exciting edition to Grove City Hockey Presents
Hockey in our neck of the woods, and you, sir, were a very talked about person towards the end.
I'm a fifth-year senior, kind of. Well, it's my sixth year of college. Incredible.
Paquette got away from him. Actually, he's poked off his stick. David Swanson now passing it up the far side, but it's intercepted. Dylan Pattenaude carrying it to the net, and he lifts it in. He didn't shoot it, he lifted it, and managed to drop it in the net for his fourth goal of the game to make it 7-2. Henry Ford with 6:02 to go.
Welcome to GCH Podcast. I'm your host, Ben W. Stocker, and with me is a very special guest. I've got Dylan Pattenaude. He is playing with the Columbus Heat and Henry Ford Junior College. How you doing, Dylan?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm living the dream. I'm here. We're getting ready to talk some MIHA action. You guys got a tournament coming up here in a few weeks, right?
Yeah, we play, I believe it's November 11th and 12th out in Cincinnati.
Nice. That's essentially a home rink for you guys, or a home game. So, and then what other tournaments are you guys going to be at?
We play at the Taylor tournament in December. I think it's around like the 16th, around there.
Okay.
And we play in February and then in April.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a nice little break, so that way you're not going, trying to hit your 4 tournaments the last 4 months of the season.
Yeah, I like to start out like.
Yeah, you get 2 on the back end, 2 on the front end to kind of do any tweaks and adjustments. It's pretty nice. So, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about the Columbus Heat this season? New additions, some players that you lost, but those key new players that you brought in to help replace those guys that you lost. So, why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, unfortunately, we lost our star goaltender, Nick Lane, this year because he just, his body is just taking a toll after surgery and everything.
Yeah.
And we brought on my twin brother, Carter, as our goalie this year. He's a good goalie.
He is.
Yeah. And then pretty much the team's looking the same. This first tournament, we're only going to have 7 guys, I think. And yeah, we're just trying to keep the chemistry the same. So we're doing pretty good on what we got.
Yeah. I mean, you guys made the finals, 4 or 5 times last season?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you guys always walked away the bridesmaid on that one. Which is unfortunate because, like we were talking about before we hit the record, is that it wasn't because of bad play from you guys. You just went out there and you played out your butt, and then the other team just happened to, just take it to a whole nother level that nobody had ever seen. even all season going into some of those championship games. So, it's just unlucky breaks, man. And but it's nice to see that you guys are still keeping that solid foundation. You guys aren't getting discouraged, and you guys are going to come back stronger. With your brother Carter in that. Actually, I see some pretty good things in you guys' future. So.
Yeah, I'm very hopeful for this season.
Yeah, cool. So now tell us about this coming weekend because you're actually going to be in Grove City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, or Grove City, Pennsylvania, playing at the
Yeah,
Y. You're going to be playing with your junior college, or the junior college team,
yeah.
Henry Ford. So tell us a little bit about that team. You guys surprised a lot of people last season, and you guys came out swinging, and you guys swung hard. Because you guys weren't you guys like a float around team, and then you guys decided to jump up to Division One?
Yeah, they told us if we wanted to play nationals, we had to play in D1. Like they wouldn't let us play D2 or D3 or anything.
Okay.
So we just said might as well go play D1. We beat GCU when we played them. We had a good game against ASU and Bethel before nationals. So we were just like, might as well go,
Give it a shot. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys really upended a lot of good teams early on too. If I'm not mistaken, I know you guys were in Grove City last season too, right?
Yeah, and or we were at the other rink in Pittsburgh, the Hot Shots.
Oh yeah, that one. Did you hear that? That's closing.
Yeah,
Oh,
unfortunately.
it's so sad, man. That's a two rink facility and it's gone. It's gonna become a heavy machinery equipment rental facility, and it's like just brutal.
Yeah, I
You
like
know?
that place.
Yeah, that was one of the first places I played at in Pittsburgh, and I fond memories of that place. And now it's a shame that I won't be able to take my son down and be like, "Hey, man, Daddy used to play here."
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
so yeah,
Good
so yeah,
memories
but
there.
no, but back to Henry Ford. So, um, who are some of the key additions that you guys got? Who are some of the key losses that you guys lost as well? So,
Um, so we had a stud defenseman last year. He could do it all. Good stick handler, good IQ. He always like set up the plays for us. It was Tyler Blazkowski.
mhm.
We lost him this year. We really just like our team is shrinking this year. We had I think 14 guys at the end of the year last year, and this upcoming tournament we're only coming with 5.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but we have
Yeah.
more that are coming second semester, and we have 7 first semester. They just couldn't make this first tournament. It was like a
Gotcha.
last minute thing for us.
Yeah. Yeah. So now, did you like having that big bench, or are you more of a smaller bench type of guy?
I'm more like it depends. For like MIHA, I like to have like 8, no more than
Mhm.
8. But for college, I think it was good to have like 8 to 12 in between
Yeah.
there. But we had around 17 at the start of the
Mhm.
season last year, and I thought that was a little too much.
Yeah. I always think it's always great to have. It's always great to run 3 forward lines, 2 defensive lines, and just have just a spare goalie just in case.
Yeah,
That was one of the things that I always tried to make happen, because you just never know who can make it, who can't make it, and then and just pair them up into twos, who plays well with each other,
yeah,
with a partner, so like you got your tag team partner at defense, and that's who you stick with the whole game. Same with your offensive forward, and then you can kind of just make it work that way. So that's pretty cool. So tell us, what are you going to school for at Henry Ford?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm really just taking the minimum credits just to play college roller hockey right now. uh, Next semester, I believe I'm gonna start trying to go for like a business associate's degree. But just
Okay.
right now, I signed up last minute again.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I mean, it's cool to be undecided. I think the average college student changes their major, I think, 7 times before they actually settle on something that they truly want. Unless you're one of those lucky ones that just happen to zing on their chosen profession at an early age.
Yeah. We can only get our associates at Henry Ford unless we're doing their culinary thing. So
yeah.
I started off in like the science associate's degree, and I'm not really enjoying that anymore. So I'm gonna switch to business.
There you go. Well, there's nothing wrong with a good business acumen. So it really helps when you're putting together teams.
Yeah.
So cool. So what can we expect from the Columbus Heat in MIHA? Actually, reverb that. You're going to Grove City this weekend. This is a ECHRA and a MCRHL event, right? Like it's not necessarily like a co-event, but it's a crossover event. So they tend to bring in teams from both division or both conferences, I guess you could say, to do some crossover games. Who are you guys going to be playing this weekend?
We're going to be playing Slippery Rock. They just got demoted to D2 this year, and that's the D2 game of the week is us versus them.
Oh, nice.
That they posted that somewhere. And then we're playing Cortland. We haven't played them before. They might be D3 or D2. I'm not sure. Then we're playing Penn State. Nice. We played them a couple times. Then we have a fourth game. Robert Morris. Play Robert Morris.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Robert Morris is right around the corner. So, which is really cool. So that's awesome. Now, there is an event going on at 4 p.m. for youth hockey players between the ages of 5 and 14. At that break, you guys are going to have on Saturday. What time are your games on Saturday and Sunday?
Saturday we play at 7. I know that's the earliest one.
Oof, 7 in the morning?
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, we get a couple of those during the college season.
Man, you got to get up at like 5:30 in the morning just to get, stretched out, ready to go.
Yeah, and I'm used to going to bed at 5:30 a.m. I work at night, so I stay up pretty late playing chow with the boys.
There you go.
Gotta get the sleep schedule right.
Right.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things that you like to do off the rink to kind of help you prepare for your upcoming games? Like is there like a superstition that you have to do or a ritual that you do to kind of psych yourself up, or is it just pretty much I'm going to go to the rink and I'm going to tear it up? I don't care who we're playing, when we're playing, that type of situation.
Is that like a game day type, like before the game?
Yeah. Either like what you do, either like for a tournament series, like when you're at Wish Cup or at State Wars, or at your like a crossover event that you're going to be seeing this weekend. What do you like to do with the boys to kind of keep the focus, I guess, so to speak?
Yeah, so I'll use this coming weekend for an example. So during that, we have a 7 a.m. game. We're since we only got 5-6 guys total, including the goalie, we're gonna go to like the lake nearby and do a cold plunge before the games.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, we're gonna wake ourselves up, and then we're all going in the same van. Like there, our coach is driving us. We just listen to music to get us ready for the game, and then talk about our game plan and get ready.
Cool. So now in MIHA, how do you guys, is that kind of like the same game plan, or do you guys travel separately and then you guys all meet collectively at the hotel or Airbnb, or campground? I know some teams have done that before too. So, just give us kind of like a little rundown what you guys do there.
For MIHA, we get Airbnbs now usually, unless it's the Taylor one, because they all come from Columbus, but I live right around Taylor, so
yeah,
I'm always traveling. I have to travel to Ohio all the time, but we're staying in Airbnbs, and then we just talk about the games, get food, basically just hang out. And we're all friends, so we just got the chemistry going, and we just show up to the rink ready to play.
That's cool. So is Ben Delaney still on the team this year?
No, he moved back to California.
Oh, what a chump! I hope he sees this because he said, "I want to do an interview with you. Send me an email." So I sent him an email, and I never got a response. No, he's a good guy. I like Ben.
Yeah, I miss playing with him.
Yeah. Um, yeah, and then you got everybody, and everybody talks about Andrew Telfair, or AKA Nasher. He looks like he's starting to blow up some pretty big. He was on in NHL the 24 game or something like that.
Yeah, he's like a game changer for them.
Mm-hmm.
And he like he did like the mocap scans and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, what's it like to play on the same rink with somebody that has that many followers? Because it seems like no matter where you go, the kids just flock to them. Like moths to a flame, because they're just like, oh my God, we got to go talk to Nasher. We got to go talk to Nasher.
Yeah.
And he's so cool. He's so chill. And then he also has an event coming up too. If you want to give that plug out for him, why don't you do that?
Yeah. What has he got? He's got like his own tournament, right?
Got his own tournament coming out. Yeah, I can't think of the name. It's like
it's drawing a blank
like
for me right now too.
Bauer Nasher Cup or something like that, or Nasher Bauer Cup. So, if you haven't had a chance to check out Nasher's YouTube channel, go ahead and give it just type it in the search bar Nasher, and it'll pop up for you. I'm curious to see how many teams from MIHA, put together a team to play in his tournament, because I think his actually sounds pretty fun.
Yeah, I didn't look into it. Yeah, I just saw that he was making one. I didn't even know it was for the age group or anything. I didn't know if it was for us or not.
Yeah, I think it was like, or maybe it is a youth one, but it could be. But I thought it was for like several different age groups, including you guys.
That'd be cool. I didn't really do research on it.
Yeah, well, no worries. It happens.
My first time like playing with them was June 2022 at a Wish Cup. That was my first tournament, and that's when I really like saw, like, not even joking, there had to be like 300 kids around the whole rink.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. But now that I'm like we hang out a lot and like talk more, it's just like he's just like another guy on the team now. Like,
of course, I mean, everybody puts their pants on one leg at a time.
But at first it was cool though. At first it was like, I'm playing with this guy. And now it's like, now we're friends, so it's cool.
Yeah, it was like that with me when I was playing with Etan Chivera for the first time. I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe. And this is back when he just signed his Reebok contract, and and he was really starting to blow up, and it was so cool getting to play with him. And his episode is actually going to be dropping here in the next couple of weeks as well. So I had a chance to sit down and talk with him, and that was a lot of fun. So. So be on the lookout for that one too. So
it's always fun again playing against those named guys. Like we played Pablo Barber at Wish Cup this year. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. So now, what is some of your favorite hockey memories, hockey moments? Something that really drew you to the sport of inline hockey, or I'm not sure. Did you play any ice hockey at all?
Yeah, I started ice hockey when I was 5, and then I stopped playing like in leagues after high school. I played all 4 years for varsity for Grosio High School in Michigan.
Okay. Nice.
And my friend Easton, he actually did a interview with you earlier.
Yeah.
And he got me into roller hockey when I was 17. We were 18 on the Taylor roster or whatever, but I played when I was 17 there with Easton. He got me into it, and it was just like I fell in love with it again, because I kind of like lost the love for ice hockey. I had one of them coaches,
Yeah. Yep. And I know that feeling.
It just like threw away all the creativity for me in roller hockey. Like it brought it back out, and I had more fun playing roller hockey. So I just got into it huge. I was playing like 5 times a week for a whole year, learned how to play. And then my buddy Chris Greco was playing Henry Ford for 3 years already. It's his 5th year. It's his last eligibility year this year. He got me onto Henry Ford 2 years ago. And the first season we play, we have 6 guys, and we won nationals. And I think my favorite moment in roller hockey was doing the Michigan on a breakaway at nationals. That was probably the best one.
Now, tell us what made you decide to do that. Because now I haven't seen the video to that, and I'm pretty sure there is a video of that out there, right?
Yeah, like Roller Dad reposted it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It's on my Instagram too. But
is it?
Yeah. And so they were like putting the pressure on us. I was kind of like on their right D man. And they rim it around the boards, and the guy wasn't looking, so like went right to me, and I'm just going on a breakaway. And I think it was like the 3rd game in the series, and we were up 1-1 or something in the series. But the game, it was like 7-2 or something like that.
Okay.
And I was just like, been watching John Chavo do this stuff. I've been working on it, so I tried it, and it just went in. Like came in down the right side, scooped it up because I'm a right-hander, went over the blocker, over the shoulder, and there's just like so many other college teams there watching us too, and it was just a great feeling.
That's amazing. Yeah, John Shivo, I had him on the pod. His episode is going to be dropping, I think, next week, if I'm not mistaken. And we were talking about his time on the pro circuit with Black Ice. And the 3 ice event that he was participating in. I don't know if you had a chance to check any of that stuff out, but that stuff was pretty cool.
I was watching all like the highlights for 3 ice. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. It's something to really get into. A lot of roller guys, because I think Luke Combs was in there, or not Luke Combs, Jack Combs. He was in there. A couple other guys too, I think. But the really cool aspect of it though is that you had like these Hall of Fame ice hockey players from the NHL coaching, Larry Murphy, Grant Fuhr, Ray Bork, just to name a few. And there's a ton more that I'm completely blanking on because of how, how many teams there were. And it's a 3-on-3 or it's a 3-on-3 style.
3-on-3.
No penalty. Like the penalty is like a
it's like kind of like a breakaway, but they're chasing you.
Yeah. And then it's almost like it's like a free throw, but everybody's following right behind you in case you miss, and then play just resumes, and they have a goal of the night. I know when John was in Grand Rapids, I wasn't able to make that event, even though it was right down the road from me. He was nominated for goal of the night. And, when I was watching the other goals that were also nominated, his was by far the best.
Yeah, that one was a nice one. I voted for that one too.
Yeah.
Did you see Hawkins's goal too in the little breakaway shootout?
In the same in Grand Rapids, or was that?
It was just during 3 ice.
Yeah, I did not see that one.
That one was nice.
But I heard it was sick. I just didn't get a chance to take a look at it. I think when that was getting ready to go down, we were just getting ready to go into the hospital with my daughter being born. So it was more focusing on, hey, I got to be present in the moment with what's going on with life at that time. As much as I want to escape reality and jump in and watch hockey as much as I can, life. You got to be there for those important moments and for the ones that you truly, truly love. So that's really cool. So, so now let's talk about, so you've been in MIHA for quite a few, actually just about 4 years now. This is your 4th year?
Yeah, so I started, I just put my name on a sub list because I played one game at T4 and I got kicked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the Motor City. Yeah, with the Motor City Solar Bears in 2021. And then that was when you were signed with the Great Lakes Growlers.
Yeah.
I played another eight games for them.
I joined the sub list, and then Jaron reached out to me, And then he's like, we only have 4 guys. You want to be our 5th guy? And I was like, yeah. And then we went to the championship, that tournament out in Fort Wayne in like 2021. And it ended in a shootout at the championship, and we lost.
I hate when, Carl, you need to change that. It should be just sudden death. I know it sucks that you have to that the games can run, over, for quite some time. But drop it down 3-on-3. I throw another full period up there and just let them bang it out. Because anything can happen in a shootout. You can have a puck hit the tile just wrong, and there goes the opportunity right there. But the other thing too is that you need to step up the game and put that puck in the net before it becomes an issue. Right?
Yeah.
So you did. So then you went with the Growlers. You were there for 2 seasons with the Growlers.
Yeah.
Then you had you only played. Wow, you played. Let's see, what is that? 24 games with the Growlers, and you had 44 goals. That's pretty impressive, man. So and then. But since then, you haven't really been able to find your stride. You bounced out a little bit with a couple of different teams, with the Land Sharks, Active Stick.
I was subbing for the Land Sharks. They told me they were only gonna have 7 guys, and I showed up and we had 9 guys.
Oh,
and then they were like, "Who's this guy?" So
they were like,
I kind of had to puck hog a little bit to touch the puck. So,
and that happens. Yeah, that happens when you haven't had a chance to play with any of those guys. Or nobody. If one person doesn't know, or if a collective, if only one person knows who you are, they'll work with you. Yeah, they'll work with you. But if nobody really knows who you are, how you play the game, then good luck. And that's tough. But it's nice to see that you're able to come together with the Columbus Heat, because you played with them last season, right?
Yeah, I played with them for the first tournament of the season, and then I got unfortunately, I got banned for the rest of the season, so I wasn't able to play.
Do you want to touch base on what caused that ban, or do you want to just let sleeping dogs lie?
Yeah, I'd just rather not talk about it because I want to play this year.
Fair enough. Speaking of which, there was a team that was kicked out of the MIHA season already.
Really?
Yeah, the Ontario Wheeling. I don't know if you heard about. I don't know too many of the details. I just know that they came down from Ontario. They don't get a chance to play too much hockey up there. And I know that Cassandra said that she let Carl know. She's like, "Hey, I'm not sure what division we should be playing in." But they played 2 games. The first game was really, really close. I mean, it was tied with 25 seconds left to go in the game. Yeah. They go up 1, and then they get an empty netter, a few seconds later to win by 2 over the.
Make it look like it was a 2-goal game.
Well, yeah. So they win by 2, but it was, it was tied 3-3 with less than 30 seconds. 25 seconds left, and then they win the next game, and then I don't know what happened, but somebody said something to somebody, and not all hell broke loose, but some words were said, some feelings were hurt. I hope they can get it sorted out, because I really would like to see that team play, because they have a really good team. It would be nice just to bump them up.
Yeah.
They're bringing, like I said, they don't get too many opportunities to play roller, and they just want to play roller. But I also understand that if it's 1 or 2 players that are making a disruption, that those guys need to go. But to almost kick a whole team out, and again, I don't know the details, and I'm not covering for anybody. Carl has his reasons, and I support Carl's choices, because Carl's a very smart man, and he's not going to just go, "Oh yeah, no, this team's out after. So there had to have been other things that we're unaware of that we don't know, which is okay. We don't need to know
Yeah.
all of the details, but for me, as a fan of the sport, to see some of the names that they have on that list, they have Lindsey Grigg, a Team Canada player, Cassandra Panone, a Team Canada player. It's one of those ones where it's nice to see that some of the women from Canada are getting a chance and opportunity to play. So I mean, it'd be nice for them to have that opportunity to showcase their talents, and help continue to grow the sport for women, but also for MIHA, and see if we can't get a MIHA women's division going at some point in the next 5 to 10 years. That would be really nice to see.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. We have a girl on our Henry Ford team right now,
Nice.
and she was on our team last year too.
Yeah, I believe it was it Layla Casher.
Oh,
She.
we had her on our team, but she didn't show up for anything. But we have Kylie Brown too. She goes
Oh,
like
Kylie
trip
Brown.
there and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
neat.
I showed up for like one tournament, and then
Oh,
didn't.
that happens.
Yeah.
So, but so now we got about 5 minutes left. I want you to tell me your favorite moment that brought you to hockey. So, I know you've probably seen my pod before when I talk about like my very first game, being a young kid, my uncle catching that puck with his bare hand. It's one of those things that just sticks out in my mind, and that said to me, hey, this game is something that you want to play no matter what you're doing. So give me a moment like that.
So it was more of for me, my grandpa and my dad like played hockey, or my dad played hockey, and we lived on like a canal. So I growing up playing on the canal with my dad and my twin brother, because he wasn't a goalie at first, and we would just always skate in the pond. And then I got into like the novice program, and I
Mm-hmm.
just loved it ever since. Just playing hockey, it was just
Yeah.
felt like I was made for it.
Yeah, and it's one of those, and then once you fell out of love, but then that roller hockey community really brought that love and that passion back for you, which is pretty cool, because it's very tough to regain that love once somebody's ruined that for you.
Yeah,
It's kind of like a love-hate relationship. Like you want to love it again, but then you hate the how it made you feel.
yeah,
So I'm glad to see you out there. I'm glad to see you having fun. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys play, tearing it up this season. I'm looking forward to you guys to finally winning a championship. Let's put it that way, because I
yeah.
believe you guys are going to do it this year.
I've
At
yet to win a
least,
MIHA championship.
yeah, at least one tournament this season.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to make the finals in multiples. Um, because I mean, you lost to, who was it that you lost to in the finals this past season at the
Uh,
championships?
the Desperados.
The Desperados. Uh, and your brother wasn't playing there. That was Andrew Bogan playing in that for those guys, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but man, so well, Carter, that's going to do it for us in this episode. I appreciate you taking the time. Um, a good luck to you this weekend. First game, 7 a.m. Is Grove City going to be broadcasting that? I hope they are. I haven't heard.
It would be nice, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
That'd be nice.
yeah. But if you get a chance, and if you're in the Pittsburgh, Grove City area, check it out. YMCA. What is it? Program Arena. The YMCA Program Arena in Grove City. Hockey all weekend, and again, show up at 4 o'clock, kids between the ages of 5 and 14, and have some fun, learn some skills from some of the greatest collegiate hockey players today, such as Dylan. I know he's going to be there. He's going to be him and his Henry Ford teammates are going to be there to put on a show for those guys and make a statement. And I wish you the best of luck this season, man. I cannot wait to see how this turns out for both MIHA and for your collegiate roller hockey season.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. So, well, good luck this year, and we'll talk to you on the flip side real soon. Okay.
Yep. Maybe I'll see you this weekend.
All right. No, well, I won't be there this weekend.
You won't be there?
No,
Okay.
no. I'm on the west side of Michigan. So,
Oh, really?
yeah. So, yeah, I'm like 0.5 of a mile from Lake Michigan. So, it's pretty nice. So,
Yeah, I'm on the southeast side.
yep. So, yeah, you're a lot closer to Lake Erie than I am.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So, like I said, man, have a good night. Thanks again for taking the time to speak with us. We will touch base again probably later this season just to see how things are going. I want to get an update on the collegiate roller hockey season from your perspective as well. And good luck, man.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Let's say hi. Ew, let's go, Dilly. Ooh. Holy. Way to be, Dill. Let's go.